fun is this? Guess what?
Right now.
The church is what? We've been doing this for like 15 years. We bought our first Bibles. I mean, most churches, that's the first thing they do. But we're going to do this. This is for second service. You know, we're doing a second service. So the second Sunday of the month, we're doing our second service, and then the fourth Sunday of the month, we're going to do our second service of the month. So we're going to do that twice a month now, and we'll have Bibles for people that want to show up to that one if they don't have their own. Yes.
And that's today, right? Tonight.
Yes.
Fourth.
No, not this week. This month. It was too early for us.
Okay.
We couldn't prepare ourselves. Next month will be the first time. First time next month. But we got the Bible, so. Got the box, and the box was half destroyed, had a great big hole in it and everything. And we're going, oh, I hope they're okay. They were all fine. Yes.
You can also download the New American Standard onto their iPhone.
Oh. Or an Android device?
Yes.
Very good.
Cool. Yeah, we are using the New American Standard just because it's kind of a cool translation, easy to understand, and all that kind of stuff. So.
And it's the most accurate.
Think so?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what they tell me.
I had something interesting. This is not self-promotion, this is just promotion in general. I went to a group meeting on Friday, and it was called Solarize You. And it actually is an organization, it's Northwest Seed, which is Northwest, I forgot, I had it a second ago. Energy for Economic Development, sustainable energy. So they've done this all over the country where they community-wide actually puts together a buy for a manufacturer to get a discount for solar. So we're going to do this for the Tri-Cities. It's in the planning stages now, and they needed a project coordinator. It should be fun. I mean, that's putting your mouth where your passions are. So. We do have a couple of patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
Hey, George and John.
And John, bless his rested soul. I know I've heard this before. I don't know where I've heard this. I know you say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you join us and the world will live as one. Isn't that nice? Same old stuff, but it's wonderful. Hey, Chris had her grand opening yesterday at her new shop.
It was fabulous.
Yeah?
There was probably 70+ people that showed up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cinnamon helped immensely. Her daughter did all the food for me, and it went beautiful because she just arranged everything.
Wonderful. We opened up a new room for our expo because we were like full and had a waiting list. So we opened up a whole complete other room. We added a bunch more booths, but don't worry about it, it's already full. Yeah?
I can't wait now.
Is Daryl going to make drums at the expo this year?
Where'd Daryl go?
Daryl's right over there.
Right there.
Daryl,
Okay.
Change something like that.
I don't know if I get enough people interested in doing it. If I can get it, pre-arranged ahead of time, I could do that.
Okay. So if anybody wants to do a drum, talk to Daryl before the show, and we'll figure out a way to make that happen, I guess. So, George. I gotta change this one just a little bit.
Yeah.
And now, in the interest of equal time, here is a message from the National Institute of Pancakes. It reads, and I quote, waffles.
I'm glad you changed it.
Is that good enough? There were a couple of other ones here. Joe, did you give me that back?
Pardon me?
Did you give me that
Yeah,
back?
I put it back.
Okay, good, thank you. Never mind. Atheism is a non-profit organization. That was delayed. Okay, a married Irishman. Oops, that's not the one. But they were good, weren't they? Okay, Catholic dog. Muldoon lived alone in the Irish countryside with only a pet dog for company. One day the dog died, and Muldoon went to the parish priest and asked, "Father, my dog is dead. Could you be saying a mass for the poor creature?" Father Patrick replied, "I am afraid not. We cannot have services for an animal in the church." That's one of the reasons I had a problem with Catholicism. I was 6 years old, my dog died. That's But there are some Baptists down the lane, and there's no telling what they'll believe. Maybe they'll do something for the creature. Muldoon said, "I'll go right away, Father. Do you think $5,000 is enough to donate to them for the service?" Father Patrick exclaimed, "Sweet Mary, Mother of Jesus, why didn't you tell me the dog was Catholic?" We are an equal opportunity offender. We just are. Sunday services today, we have a guest speaker, but we'll talk about that person in a moment. Mind Shifters on Wednesday. Is there anything else going on, Jan, that's not on here? There's nothing else on here.
Then must be nothing.
Okay. All right, stay tuned. More stuff happening.
Next week, we got stuff.
More than that stuff? Okay. Uncle Sam. Ever wonder where that one came from? You're going to find out. This term came into use during the War of 1812 and was born in Troy, New York. The government inspector there was Uncle Sam Wilson. And when the war opened, Albert Anderson, the contractor in New York, bought a large amount of beef, pork, and pickles for the Army. They were inspected by Wilson and were duly stamped EA/US, meaning Albert Anderson for the United States. The term US for the United States had been somewhat new, and the workmen concluded that it referred to Uncle Sam Wilson. After they discovered their mistake, they kept the name up as a joke. These same men soon went to war, and they were repeated the joke there. It got into print, made the rounds. From that moment on, the term Uncle Sam was used facetiously for the United States, and it now represents the nation. How funny. That one was interesting. All kinds of stuff. Hey, guess what? Want to live longer? Sure. Okay. Which of these is most likely to improve your memory after age 50? Solving crossword puzzles and sudokus, going on regular walks, taking ginkgo biloba supplements. Walks. Cool deal. Human brains typically shrink with age, impairing memory and disappearing. But a revolutionary study published in October found that physical activity in older people experienced less brain shrinkage than sedentary seniors, even those who engaged in mentally stimulating activities like puzzles. So, we'll be continuing with this one. This was in Parade magazine today. If you already read it, just pretend like you did. So. The University of Alaska spans 4 time zones.
University? Just the university? Wow, so you could always be late.
So she said, good, you can always be late. Oh, University of Alaska spans 4 time zones. That's a big state.
It's a big university.
That must be also, yeah. The tooth is the only part of the human body that cannot heal itself. Darn. What else am I doing here?
I know people that reverse cavity.
All right, things that make you go, When we ask advice, we are usually looking for an accomplice. I've had something else to read here, but I think I must have been wrong. Did that one? Did that one? One more. The unpopped kernels in a bowl of popcorn are called
Old maids.
Oh, yes, Old Maids. That's it. We'll sing a song. Sure.